Hey guys, welcome back to the Work From Homesteader. I know it has been a bit since I've done a video. A lot has changed. I added a kid to our family. We are a family of 3 under 4 and it is hectic. And so today we have a lot of leftover food and I'm going to make my famous vinegar salt fries. They are a big family favorite. A lot of people use my recipe in my family. They love it. I want to show you guys how to make it because it's super simple. If you are buying French fries from the store, you can absolutely make them at home for a way cheaper. How I make mine is I cut them super thin. I use russet, but you can also use baby potatoes, but I will say I think I've made them both ways and I think that russet is a lot better. I just think that maybe the starches or whatever is kind of like in a russet potato makes a better French fry. I also think you can get longer French fries with it. I cut them super thin and I am going to just show you on one. I'm going to make it like McDonald's French fry thin. I'm going to bring you guys down with me so that you can see exactly how I'm cutting it. It is like super nice here, really thin. And this is exactly how you want them to be cut up. Okay, so this is how we're going to cut them, very thin, just like McDonald's. And if you hear anything in the background, that is my son. And we're just gonna cut these all up really thin. Okay, so this is 4 potatoes and a silly French fry, as my son is liking to call it. I'm gonna fill this to it like just under covering it, and then I'm gonna also put some vinegar in here and some salt, and we're gonna let it soak for a few hours. So we've had these fries in the fridge for at least like 3 hours or so. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna put them on some paper towel and get them as dry as I can. So we'll just pat these dry, and then while I'm working on that, I'm gonna get some oil going. Now, typically I actually just use vegetable oil, but I don't have any actually, surprisingly. I must have just used it all. And so I'm going to actually use this towel that I bought a while ago, and we're gonna do some real traditional McDonald's French fries. So I do recommend using a smaller pot, but something that is like cast iron or a heavy bottom pot, because you want to make sure that when you're frying it, it's not going to get too hot on the bottom. So I'm just going to get this towel in here and get that going while I am drying my fries. And I usually put it about medium. You want it to be about 350. If you have a thermometer, that's great. If not, you'll just kind of keep an eye on it and you'll figure out what a good setting is on your own stove once you make it a few times. But generally you want it to be about 350 degrees. Alright, so I'm going to try and get these as dry as possible because that is really going to be how you're going to get it nice and crispy. You are going to want to take one of them to see if it's ready, and you are just going to drop it in there. If it starts to sizzle, it's starting to sizzle a little bit, then we can start to put the rest of them in there. And you don't want to overcrowd it, so you're probably going to have to do this in like 2 to 3 batches, into like 2 or 3 batches. So I'm going to give this a little stir. I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes, and we'll come back to that and we'll see how crispy they are. Okay, it has been about 7 minutes and these bad boys look crispy and done. I'm going to take them out and put them on this sheet here so that they can dry, or really not dry, but you know, get the grease off of it. And then what you want to do when you take anything fried out is immediately salt it, because that is going to be your best opportunity to get some salt to stick on there and make sure that your stuff actually has some flavor. Let's grab the salt out. And we are going to put it right on there, and we will come back to taste test after we have done the rest of the fries. Last batch. You guys can see, like, these are super crispy. Can you hear the crunch? 10 out of 10, recommend doing your fries this way. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead, give it a like, subscribe, and share with your friends so they can make the best French fries. Are they the best French fries?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want some?
No, thanks.